What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And this is my rambling series. It's kind of like a little podcast or a vlogging series in which I just kind of talk about life in the universe and things around us and things that are particularly interesting to me. For those of you who are coming in for the first time to the series from the H3 podcast, I welcome you to it. I will warn you, this is a very amateur style. I just sit down and talk to the camera like I'm talking to you. No editing, no post-processing, nothing else. And I do get lost in my train of thought occasionally, so that's why I call it a rambling video. It's a great video to put on in the background while you're doing other stuff because it tends to go long, 10 or 15 minutes, and I hope you guys enjoy that kind of thing. But I want to talk a little bit about my VidCon this year because this year's VidCon was the best VidCon of my life, and I've done 5 now. It's one of the best conventions I've ever had. This summer has turned out to be one of the best summers I've ever had, and it was also simultaneously one of the worst summers I've ever had, one of the worst years I've ever had, the worst convention season I've ever had. And I want to talk about all of the good and the bad here. And it's going to get a little bit political, so for those of you who are triggered by that kind of thing, I'm going to try to save it towards the end. But I want to talk about the personal stuff first. But for those of you who don't care about that kind of thing, I'll warn you before we get into the politics and the society-based stuff. So bear with me. Also, stick it to the end of the videos. That way it's less likely that the people who hate that kind of thing and attack people for that kind of thing will be less likely to get triggered or upset or attacked or defend themselves is how some of them people feel. That's fine. Anyway, so as you guys know, I went through gastric bypass surgery you're getting close to a year ago. And in that period of time, I lost about 180 pounds, a little closer to 185 now. And I'm feeling really good, feeling really solid. I'm finally building muscle, and I'm finally able to walk, and I'm finally able to get around. I can't walk as much as I would like because I still am dealing with some pain issues. So I still have to use a motorized scooter. And that actually was one of the biggest sources of frustration and pain for me this year because I was in so much less pain than I've ever been in, but I was in some pain. Some days I would just completely skip my pain medication because even though I was in pain, I was in enough pain to where I could just manage it. When I did the H3 podcast last year, I was in so much pain that day that I could barely stand the car ride there and the car ride back, but we did good. We did well. This year, I was in a good mood when I did the show. I was in a good mood during the show, before and after, on the ride there, on the ride back. Just an amazing experience. It's so different, the changes to my body has made for me. And for those of you who, again, are considering, I need to start doing that. I need to do better. Maybe I need to start losing weight. Maybe I need to consult with a gastric surgeon. Maybe I need to start working out. Maybe I need physical therapy. Please don't wait, because the quicker you do that, the quicker you're going to have that kind of success, the quicker you're going to have the kind of good feelings that I'm having. So please learn from my bad lessons by not doing the stupid things I have done in the past or some of the stupid mistakes I'm making now, and learn from the good things that I've done and fix yourself and fix your body and do the things you need to do. Now, I'm not no one to lecture you. It's just a suggestion, because Lord knows it took me forever to even start the process, and I still have a long ways to go. So the ability to walk around VidCon, the ability to walk around the parties, and the ability to do more and book more meetings and meet more creators and meet more fans and sign for longer and do more panels and all of that stuff was fantastic. And the feedback that I got from the other creators, from the fans, from everyone involved, and that includes E3 as well, the Creator Summit as well, from the YouTube team, just this miraculous, wonderful, nice feeling of accomplishment and success and happiness that I have not been able to feel in a really, really long time. And I was not in so much pain that I couldn't enjoy it. I could enjoy every second of it because here I am doing better than I've ever done in my life. I have not been this small since I was in high school. And that's saying something because I'm still a very large guy. The downside is I'm still carrying the weight of that divorce on my heart and on my head. It was my first time at the Anaheim Convention Center or downtown Disney without my ex-wife. That was tremendously difficult. I thought about her just about everywhere we went because these are places we shared. We slept in the same hotel. We went to the same rooms. We went to the same stores. We went to the same restaurants. That's hard to do without your life partner that you were with for 7 years. And I did talk to her throughout the trip and share some stuff with her, and that was kind of nice. I'm so glad we still have the capacity to do that. But overall, that's a very difficult thing to do with. It's also very difficult to deal with some of the backlash that I was getting from Twitter, from elsewhere, for some of the stupid shit I've said and done in my past. I understand where the backlash is coming from. I understand where people, dislike what I have to say and how they feel. But my mental illness, my anxiety, my depression, my suicidal thoughts, my crazy tendencies were certainly certainly glaring throughout all of this conventions through the summer. And it's so frustrating because they talk about something called imposter syndrome, where you feel like you don't really belong to be where you're supposed to be. You're not one of the people. You're not one of the things. And it turns out I talk to a lot of YouTube creators, and we all feel that way. Right up to the top. I'm not going to name any names, but I've heard that from a lot of people. Do we deserve the success? Do we deserve the things we got? It's amazing that we get this stuff. It isn't bizarre. Some of us process it positively, like, wow, I'm the luckiest person in the world. Other people process it like, I don't deserve this shit. I can't wait till they take it away from me so I can go back to being miserable. But we all feel that way. And I don't know. As usual, mental health is always a big topic at VidCon for me. I will talk to creators and I will talk to fans who are dealing with all kinds of miserable stuff in their lives. Creators who are dealing with all kinds of miserable stuff in their lives. And this year, and keep in mind, when I go to VidCon, I talk to everybody. I will talk to people on the alt-right. I'll talk to people on the far left. I'll talk to, people of every color, every shape, every size, every political dialogues and ideologues. I don't care. I don't care. People are people. I can learn from people. I can commiserate with people. There are a handful of people I don't want to talk to. You could probably name a couple of them right now. But they're very, very few. I will give anybody the time of day. I will take a photo with anybody. I will, maybe even sit down and have lunch with you if you want to debate me mano and mano. But I don't want to debate you. I don't want to argue about that stuff there. What I want to, when I talk to somebody whose point of view I don't agree with, I talk to them about how can we do this better? How can we be better? How can we rise above? How can we create better content? Maybe we could go back to creating content that's fun and enjoyable and entertaining people. Maybe we could work more towards that. Is there any ideas that you have that would just be fun, that would be rewarding for you, that would be rewarding for your fans, instead of all engaging in all this negativity and all this craziness? And some people, I understand, do not have the option to do that. Some people, their entire lives is just built off of being hated on, so they have to hate back. I understand that. But those of us who do have alternatives, maybe we can find better alternatives. I will say that to just about any creator who will listen to me, and most of them will. And most of them agree. They're saying, I feel so compelled to create that content, and I try. It's just, it's been squashed out of me. It's just been crushed out of me because I get criticism for everything I do. So many YouTubers saying, I'm ready to quit. So many YouTubers saying, I can't handle the stress. So many YouTubers saying, I can't handle the political climate. So many YouTubers saying that to me this year. More said that to me than didn't, and I was very surprised. Some of them are so much more successful than me, and they were just frustrated and burnout and in a lot of pain, but know that this is their job and this is what they need to do, so they continue to do it because they do know they're doing some good. They do know they're entertaining people, and they're certainly earning a living, which we all have to do. It's just so difficult. And to know how many YouTubers are in crisis, to know how many YouTubers are struggling, to know how many of them are just dealing with the world that we live in and how difficult it is to perform in this way. It's really something. It's really something. And you don't have to feel bad for me. That's fine. I was built for this. I was built to be miserable. You guys forget, I was born into misery, molded by it. You just adopted the misery. I'm built for this. I'm made for this. I function better when I'm miserable. I function better when I'm mentally ill. When I'm happy, I don't know what to do with it. So that's fine by me. It's so difficult to see other creators in this tremendous state of some of the stuff I've been dealing with ever since I was a kid. They don't deserve it. Nobody deserves that. I didn't deserve it either. So nobody deserves it. Here's what I will say about mental health. And this is the best part about VidCon this year. It's why it was one of the most healing VidCons in the world. I got a chance to talk to some really incredible people. And again, I would mention them by name here, but I don't want to dox anybody. I don't want to bring any hate anybody's way. And I know there's a lot of people watching me right now who are here just to tear me apart, looking for me to say something very stupid in this video, which I probably already have, and if not, stick around. But they're people who work in the mental health field. And whether it was somebody who brought along their beautiful little therapy dog who gave me an opportunity to just post and relax, or the fact that there was even like a puppy corral that creators could visit, and bunnies and play with puppies and play with bunnies and relax and just enjoy some good food and some good drinks and commiserate and celebrate everything great about what we do. And then we could walk into the fans and shake their hands and do signings and do panels and talk about all of this awesome stuff. So many panels, though, were dedicated to so much of this toxicity and so much of this misery. And Vidcon does a very good job of making it very positive. The panels are not about who sucks and why they suck and why they suck. And it's more about celebrating people who get that kind of hate. Whether you are short or tall, fat or skinny, it doesn't matter, male or female, black or white, doesn't matter. You have an opportunity to speak at Vidcon and speak your mind and celebrate what you do and talk about the problems you are having. But there were so many mental health panels this year, and I just want to celebrate that about VidCon. I think that was so amazing, and so many mental health YouTubers were there who had this opportunity, and we all bonded. I talked to so many incredible people. I made so many new friends, whether it was bringing their little puppy over so that they could talk for a little while, or talking to me about my divorce, or talking about the issues I've been having with the stuff that I've been dealing with. This was the year that instead of everybody talking to me and me trying to help them, and a handful of people letting me talk to them, this year it was mostly me talking to them and getting some of the help I desperately needed. And it made me want to come back home and just get with my therapist through that program that, sponsors me, and talk to them even more and practice even more and really, really get some of this poison out of me and get some of this stuff out of me. Because I'm in a position right now where everything I've built is coming together. And, views and subs are way up on the channel because of the cross promo I've done this summer, and we're killing it, and the money's really, really good, and I'm physically fit for the first time in my life, and even though my marriage didn't work, I'm single, and I'm meeting people, and I'm having fun. If you did not listen to that H3 podcast, I do go into that into graphic detail as I have on stream. Don't know that I'll ever go into the details here on YouTube, but it's just been this amazing experience where every door I've ever wanted open is open. If I want to talk to a game developer, they're ready to talk to me. If I want to talk to another creator, they're ready to talk for me. And if I need money, there's money to be made, and I get to spend time with you every single day, entertaining you on stream and entertaining on YouTube and entertaining you by showing you my life and helping educate and help other people and help other creators. And I have to get mentally healthy to do it. I really do, because I've been so self-destructive since I've got home, and I've only been home for 24 hours. Managed to do a little bit of damage during that period of time, and no big pieces of damage. But here's what I will say. No permanent damage. That's the rule. If you are in crisis, when you're having issues, whether you're on a drunken tirade, if you've gotten really stupidly high, or you're feeling self-destructive, no permanent damage. Anything else can be fixed. That's my goal. So I'm going to continue to decompress. I'm going to continue to relax and play some games. I'm going to continue to stream this week. I'm going to continue to nurse my health and my legs, and I'm going to continue to do my therapy exercises, get ready to go back to physical therapy here in a week, get ready for the 4th of July party, get ready for my birthday at the end of the month. I'm gearing up to do some really great stuff. But I still have to tackle the very last project I have left to tackle. And I'm so glad there's so many of you there to help. I'll work on this stupid thing. Guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon.